Okay, this is part 2 of my videos on this country or Countyline tiller. I don't know why I keep saying country, but Countyline tiller from Tractor Supply. And first thing I'm going to do in this video is kind of go over some of the things that I like about it. All right, I'm going to go over some of the things that I really like about this tiller and a few of the things that I don't like. I don't know if you can see it here on the video, but the chain that they give you, it's not welded. And it's got some places it's welded, some it's not. And I backed into one of these woody weeds, and it actually opened the chain. So I guess in one aspect that's good because it didn't bend the door, but still. So I'll be doing that on chain. But anyway, other than that, it's built extremely strong. This is 5/8 steel here. These are 3/16, 3/8, and 3/8 on the side. This is 3. I don't know exactly what this is. Probably a little bit lighter. Probably 3/16 or something like that. So that's pretty good on that aspect of it. The one thing I don't know why they did this tube is just floating. So it spins. It should have been held up with a prop or something here and here. I don't know if I'll build something like that or not, but that just seems very cheap in it. The gearbox on the side is all gears. There's no chains in there. Your 90-degree gearbox up there is extremely strong. Now, again, I don't know if you can see this or not. It's even hard to see without it, but in here, there's actually a little clip ring. It's up here at the top right now. So it's like one of those that you use little pointed clips to get out. If you want to reverse this, what you do, you undo the gearbox, unbolt it out of here, remove the drive shaft, take it out. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take that clip ring out and this washer out, and there's a little plate under here. And then on the other side where the drive shaft sits in, you push it and it'll push it over out this way. And see that? Then you take this stuff and snap it in the other side. So then you would take this fill vent cap off, and on the bottom of this thing there's a plug. So you would reverse them. You would put this where the plug is on the bottom, and that is on the plug up here on this top piece, and then when you would take and flip this over and put it in to where now your open port to put the little drive shaft thing in is facing back the other way and everything else. That reverses it because the gear is on one side or the other, and so you're actually just sliding the tube. You're not reversing the gears in there, and that makes it rotate the whole thing backwards. Now let's see if I can get under here and do this. All right, under here, and we're going to see if we can get to it. I don't know if we're going to get a good view of it or not. Okay, right here, there's some bolts in this hub, and there's some on the other side. You would undo these bolts on each side. You better have a jack or something to hold this up, and this whole shaft drops out between the bearing on this side and the gear drive on the other side. And you would rotate this 180 degrees, slide it back up in there, and bolt it back in. And by doing that, what you've done is then change this to a rear rotating tiller instead of a forward rotating tiller. It rotates the tines all the way around and everything else. The other thing that I kind of mentioned is I could take a set of tines off, on each side and make this a 4-foot tiller. Or I could take 2 sets off one side and make it a 4-foot offset tiller. So, for the most part, it's extremely well built, other than that cheap chain and this tube right here. I may see if I can make something that's going to hold that up here and here so that it doesn't spin. I just think that's retarded after all this in there. And then you end up with that. So other than that, like I said, extremely well built, with the exception of those couple of little items. And it works extremely well. Now, one thing they didn't give me is there's supposed to be a cup guard that goes over that and bolts to the back. I didn't get it. I don't know if I'm gonna go bitch at them about it or not. I may, just so I have it. But anyway, that's the things I like about it. It's strong built and works really good behind this tractor. Once the ground softens up a little bit, it'll even do better. Okay, now back to the rest of the video here. Is right here. This is a little small food garden that we do behind the house, that we grow the stuff that we normally eat and stuff. So I'm preparing it up for this winter. And as you can see, the ground is real hard. The dirt clods are like this. It's pretty tough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and put some sand. I've got some sand over there. It's a sand with a little bit of clay in it. It's right over there. It's sand with a little bit of clay in it. It's about the consistency of sand. If you looked at a concrete block, like an 8-inch concrete block, you know, that coarse sand, that's about what that is. So I'm gonna put this in here and start pulverizing it in. Hopefully eventually get it to mix in. It probably won't mix in to the actual dirt until I get enough moisture in the ground that the gumbo, we call this Texas gumbo, once that starts to soften up to where it'll allow the sand to actually blend into it. But anyway, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to go get some sand and put it in over here. Well, as you can see, it works pretty good in that. Here's another reason that I may swap it over. This is a deal with the Ford rotating. They tend to pile the dirt up behind it instead of pushing it along. So I'll probably rotate this to a reverse rotating. But we'll see. Like I said, you know, with the ground being dry, being hot, me recovering from all those treatments, I don't have a lot of energy. It'll pedal, but this is part 2. I'll do some more videos with this tiller, the Countyline tiller from 5-foot tiller from Tractor Supply. I appreciate everybody watching. If you got any questions to ask, I'll try to cover them on this thing, because I know there's not a lot of info out there on this particular size tiller on a 25 horse or 26 horsepower tractor with a 18 or 19 horsepower PTO. Does work. I was digging probably about 3.5 inches deep on this one. I'll come in later and dig deeper. But I'll back drag this to get that dirt that away, and then I'll come do it again. Until next time, thanks everybody for watching. Please subscribe if you like my videos or want to see more or whatever. And even if you dislike my videos and you want to hit the little thumbs down, that's fine. Hit the thumbs down. But let me know why. It'll help me improve. Maybe I need to improve something just a little bit to get what you want. Okay? Thank you.